Moral of this story: you don't win selling out to the system, ladies and gentlemen. You lose your honor. But just as important, even if you don't have honor, you end up losing the stability of the nation and the future. Because when everybody sells out, the bottom falls out. And there's nowhere to run. And there's no real economy anymore. Everything's based on fraud. Confidence is lost and everything collapses. I don't get up here and criticize the system to discredit things and make things collapse. I get up here and expose it so that it can be reformed. I've had top professors on and off air and FBI agents and bankers and high-level people that don't like the establishment, famous NASA engineers, famous software engineers, people worth hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars at dinner parties and things tell me, no, I know what you're saying is true, but what about the argument that as bad as the system is, a revolution generally is worse, and that you're just discrediting the system and bringing it down faster? That's what Agenda 21 and Cloward and Piven and things like that are, is the philosophy of the controlled collapse to bring down the old system, because despite the fact that it has problems, it isn't 1/10 as evil as what the globalists want. So I'm trying to reform the republic. I'm trying to restore the republic. I'm a counter-revolutionary. I believe most of you are, if you really look in the mirror. But at the same time, the globalists have already taken over so much and already overthrown the old republic to such an extent that I am a revolutionary, because I'm a revolutionary against those that think they're the rightful controllers and have a right to be tyrants. So I have a leg in both camps here. I'm trying to fix things peacefully. I'm trying to talk to the establishment, sectors of it that aren't criminally insane and who don't have a lust to bring down society. They just want to control things and be rich and powerful and have stability. And they've done a lot of bad things to maintain that. But do they really want to bring in a communist revolution? Do they really want to bring it all crashing down, knowing how hellish it'll be? Do we really want to slit America's throat? And the obvious answer is no. But if the globalist camp that wants radical revolution, the George Soros crowd, who wants to really conquer this country, if they win and start a civil war between the police and the citizens, between the paramilitary and the citizens, it's the only way they have a shot at winning. And it is going to be hell on earth. And we're already seeing the destabilization campaign. We're already seeing the mass buildup. It's very clear they have their finger on the trigger to false flag, blame the Liberty Movement, roll out race war in the Southwest, have regular army come in as the cover to maintain order, and then, after people have accepted martial law, or they'll call it civil emergency, start the political roundups of both left and right in the name of stability. And then it will shift into a pure roundup of libertarians in the next phase. Now, that's their main plan. I've reverse engineered it, and you better listen to me, folks, because in this civil war, and the Rand Corporation's done some numbers on this as well years ago, but in a civil war in this country, it's estimated that several million will die. And I would not want to be in the U.S. military or a police officer if this kicks off. And I take no pleasure saying that you are to be decimated. That's not my plan. That's the globalist plan. And you will be decimated probably fivefold. Decimated only means 10%. Comes from when if a unit did something wrong, the Romans would kill a certain percentage of the people in the unit as punishment to all. I mean, I'd say you might get half the cops killed or wounded. I mean, it's unbelievable. And then, of course, the globalists will sit back watching you in phase one being wiped out by the gun owners, and the gun owners being wiped out, and all hell breaking loose. And I'm just so frustrated by all this unfolding. I mean, you look at the stack of news on what's happening with the border, it's totally transparent now. It's premeditated. It's accelerating, and nothing's being done. Ebola is now becoming a global pandemic outbreak danger. We're going to get into that. Liberia warns of global Ebola pandemic. CBS News. The dollar is being devalued at an accelerated rate. The West is funding the overthrow of stable governments everywhere. The military is being prepared for war with the American people publicly. Been going on quietly for a long time. Now it's public. The neocons are running around saying you're a KGB agent if you don't support nuclear war with Russia. And they're preparing a new financial meltdown and more banker bailouts. I mean, we need to turn back now. We need to just stop now. This needs to stop. We need to get off this ride right now. I'll give you the latest on the open borders, Ebola, the economy, your phone calls, and more. And then Obama phone lady in studio coming up. Stay with us.
A 30-day GMO-free emergency food supply for only $99 at 30dayfoodsupply.com. You can purchase Oregon Trail Foods' 1-month supply of high-quality, nutritious, and healthy emergency meals. For less than $100, these vegetarian meals are naturally high in fiber, carbs, and protein, and they're packed with oxygen absorbers in Mylar pouches. They're completely free of any artificial flavors and colorings, have a 20-year shelf life, and take up to 70% less space than number 10 cans. They even offer a gluten-free option. Oregon Trail Foods and 30dayfoodsupply.com keep prices low by buying directly from the producers in Oregon and then passing the savings to you. Purchase a 30-day, 90-serving emergency food supply for only $99 this month, and $10 ships your entire order. Visit the website at 30dayfoodsupply.com or call 541-229-0010. That's 30dayfoodsupply.com, where they make preparedness affordable. 30dayfoodsupply.com.
Hi, folks. Alex Jones here with some important information. I want to tell you about Matt Redhawk and his team of patriots over at My Patriot Supply. Several years ago, Matt was sitting in his 2-bedroom apartment, frustrated with the direction this country was headed and the charlatans willing to sell us out for a quick buck. Deciding to take action, a company run by patriots for patriots was born. My Patriot Supply has never taken a loan or accepted outside funding. They now operate 2 distribution facilities and employ over 50 hardworking American men and women. It is rare to find companies who practice what they preach. And that's why I stock my pantry with high-quality storable foods from My Patriot Supply. Go to mypatriotsupply.com/Alex today for special offers on emergency food storage, or call their preparedness specialist at 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Do business with someone who shares your values. mypatriotsupply.com/Alex.
Curious about what comes next? Next is the feeling of vulnerability you get after you arrive home to discover your house has been ransacked by burglars. Fool the bad guys with a new improved fake TV. You asked for it, we listened, and we made our new fake TV 3 times brighter than our previous model. The brightness of our new fake TV is equivalent to a 40-inch TV. It simulates the color and motion of a real TV while you're away from home. And when burglars think someone is home watching television, they're likely to pass your house and move on to an easier target. The new, brighter fake TV is only $39.95 and includes free shipping. Go to faketv.com or call 1-877-5-FAKE-TV. That's 877-532-5388, or go to faketv.com. Fake TV, the burglar deterrent.
Babylon system is the vampire. Sucking the children's blood day by day. Sucking the children's Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central, we're here. Thank you for joining us. The Shower is brought to you by MyPatriotSupply.com/Alex to find the specials. MyPatriotSupply.com/Alex. You'll find their best specials there. I love that it's non-GMO, that it's produced on a weekly basis, super fresh, lasts up to 20 years, great customer service. In these times, you're crazy if you don't have storable foods, folks. The world is getting more and more unstable by design. MyPatriotSupply.com/Alex or 866-229-0927. And, of course, we also have InfoWarsStore.com with all the liberty-based apparel to meet like-minded people and to promote the ideas of anti-communism, pro-free market, pro-Second Amendment. And I want to be clear. The globalist conspiracy is not communist. Communism is a false revolutionary dogma deployed by crony capitalists to enslave and take over nations so that they can put an authoritarian fascist grid, corporatist grid on top of it that parade around with red flags. It's Jacobin, Illuminati garbage. And I've had top historians on and people like Lord Monckton on, who's a historian and a top journalist. He used to be Margaret Thatcher's top advisor, saying, yes, Alex, correct. The Jacobins are the current linkage into the communist program. And I'm only telling you that so if you're a new listener, this is mainline history, okay? People go, well, what? The French Revolution happened around the same time as ours. Yes, it was the age of revolution. They tried to hijack it. George Washington wrote 9 letters that are known at the Library of Congress. You can go read them. I even have a part of a George Washington letter. It was given to me as a gift by Dr. Group, but side issue, his signature is the most expensive in the world. That's because people admire him worldwide who actually know who he was. Learned people admire. Wise men follow him, to quote a Steve Voss song. Thanks for the renegades, free today. But again, I'm going down rabbit trails today. I don't know how I got off into George Washington. The point is that you can go to the website and find all the liberty-based apparel. This is the last day to get massive discounts on all the Made in America apparel at MadeIn1776.com or InfoWarsStore.com. We have John Rappaport popping in for 10 minutes, investigative journalist. He's got an interesting take on the Ebola. Is it a psyop? Is it real? Is it a staged bio attack? We know there's major history connecting Ebola to Western bioweapons labs. I know that's old news to our mainline listeners, but we need to go back to those old reports, to the scientists we've had on over the decades, because what's old is new, and we need reports on the nightly news tonight. I may even file a report on it, going back and digging up the evidence that it is a manufactured bioweapon. So we'll be looking at that as well, and then we'll take your phone calls ahead of Michelle Dowry, a.k.a. Obama Phone. He gave us a phone. He's going to do more. She's such a sweetheart. But I'm also somebody that likes to joke around and have fun. So does she. So she's going to be joining us in studio. But here are the type of headlines we're going to be covering. Exclusive Fox News. Report reveals disturbing trend of brazen attacks against border security by gangs, drugs, and human traffickers. That's the perennial story, but it's getting worse. They're shooting at them. They're killing them all the time, burning down farmers and ranchers' houses on the border. Hispanic, white, black, they don't care. I mean, it's not that everybody in Mexico is criminals and lawless. It's that the criminals and the lawless are drawn up there because you can serial kill, do whatever you want. You don't get in trouble. Mass graves everywhere being found. And don't worry, Robert Rodriguez will make a movie where Don Johnson's killing the Mexicans. No, it's Mexicans killing the Mexicans because it's a lawless free-for-all on both sides of the border. That's just one of about 50 articles on that subject. It's all coming up straight ahead. I'm Alex Jones.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
City of Austin tap water versus filtered City of Austin tap water.
I can taste dirt in it.
God knows what's in this.
These people just sampled City of Austin tap water straight from the faucet. Next, we had them try a sample of tap water filtered through the ProPure G2.0 filtration system.
That one is better.
Tastes like nothing.
Yep, I know what good water tastes like. It's good water.
Most tap water contains added substances like fluoride, chlorine, glyphosate, and many others. Studies prove that these substances are linked to an assortment of major health issues, including tooth decay, lowered IQ, and even cancer.
It tastes like you're drinking out of the lake when you're drinking tap water.
The ProPure G2.0 filtration system removes these deadly substances, leaving only fresh-tasting, deliciously clean water.
Okay, this is very tasty.
It's good water.
Refreshing.
It's good.
Go to InfoWarsStore.com today. Use promo code WATER and save 10% off your ProPure purchase. Or call 1-888-253-3139.